If you are just dropping into this league, please click the info card at the top right to avoid being confused about what's going on. It's a truly unique format that will be confusing. Don't be lazy. Alright, let the final division begin. We're in the Queen's division and we're going to the wonky Ice Garden as the Daisy Flowers will take on the Peach Monarchs. Zodiac going to be up first to take on her Monarch Peach. And she slaps that, but Red Noki's there for the catch. And here's Purple Toad. Ooh, just out of the reach of Wiggler. Maybe if he was a little bit of a thicker boy, he could have got that. Daisy's now up. Daisy's gonna slug up for the changeup, but decides to take it. I honestly do not remember who would be the favorite in this division, but it's probably the Peach Monarchs because they do have 3 good pitchers on their team. There's a nice hit by Daisy, but unfortunately it gets placed in the wrong area, and that will be turned for a double play to end the inning. Here's Red Toad. By the way, that Purple Toad, don't think that he's actually Purple Toad. He's Maroon Toad. A big difference there. Peach takes. And Peach gets first hit for the Peach Monarchs. Nothing too wonky so far, but here's someone who can get the wonky shenanigans started with Yellow Piana. If Yellow Piana slugs at it, okay, well that's in the outfield, but the ice particles are too far away. You're gonna bet on who's gonna hit an inside the park home run. It's certainly gonna be at this stadium. That's what I would put my money on, at least. Here's Wiggler. Wiggler slaps it into the outfield. The bases are loaded. But unfortunately, it's Baby Peach. But they do have the chemistry. Do not swing at this Baby Peach. Baby Peach does swing at it, but luckily it just popped up. And also this is an infield fly rule, even if this was somehow not caught. And Toadsworth. You're going to slap that, and that's going to end the inning. So, they're just not able to get that crucial extra base hit, and then they get to their bad hitters, and their bad hitters can't do nothing. Here's the flowery brown critter. Takes that for a ball. Slugs up again, but is not lined up right, so it's just yanked to the ground. Takes that second strike. Surely Geo Koopa swings right here to get the inning started, and there we go. There's the hit. And there's a fire, but it just misses Toad somehow. And here is CJ Paratroopa. CJ Paratroopa adjusts, but then doesn't swing. CJ Paratroopa crowding the plate, but luckily that one was far from his body. And he's crowding the plate even more now. And this is a star pitch, so he's got to swing at it because it would be the third strike otherwise. And what are you doing? Oh, I might be stupid, my bad. I guess it looked like he caught it, but I guess it hit the ground first. So they said out before it said fair. Here is the bottom of the lineup. And Red Nuki slaps that. Oh, I forgot. I was talking about Mario that there's no other Red Nokis, but Anna Red Noki is on the Peach Monarchs. And there's a nice slap by Blooper, but unfortunately, no ice particles in the way. Here's Santiago Paragoomba. Hopefully Santiago learned the lesson for the Peach Monarchs and doesn't swing. There you go, he didn't swing. Will Santiago swing at this one? Yes, he will. But a nice play by Toadette. A rare nice play by Toadette. Toadette, a terrible fielder, but luckily she knew what to do there. So a very interesting game so far. Not too threatening, but also some action. So yeah, it's gone speedy, but you can sense that something's going to happen pretty soon. And this is Roman Koopa. Roman Koopa hits that to the ground. It somehow gets a nice hit. That's not a nice hit. That's a nice out. And Gray Shy Guy gets something started right before the top of the lineup. Oh, he almost does. That was an actually nice hit, but Blooper is able to make a nice play. Okay, here's Baby Daisy. Trying to do better than her younger, well, not younger, her sister Baby Peach, who choked the bases loaded. Hopefully she doesn't swing at this, but she does. It hits it into the outfield though, and that it will just barely be a base hit, so it does work out. And here's Toadette. Toadette slaps that, but Red Noki makes a nice play. Ananoki, I apologize. So are we going to go a third of this game without any runs? I mean, these are the best pitchers, so that would make sense. These aren't even really bad offenses. But, yeah, that would certainly be interesting. Toad to toad right there. But now we're back to the real top of the lineup. Peach, ready to start something. Swings at that changeup, another easy play for a Toad. And here's Yellow Pianta. Yellow Pianta. I could feel that he was going to swing at that changeup, and he does get the base hit. Still, no ice particles in play. They did throw to an ice particle there, but it doesn't make a difference. Here's Wiggler. Come on, Wiggler. I need you to slug up right here. But he does not slug up, but he takes it. Will Wiggler slug up? Yes, there's the slug up. And there is the slug into the outfield, but unfortunately the ice particles are not going to get in the way, and they have no chemistry, so it's just a can of corn as we're in the biggest ballpark of all time. So there we have it. They played a third of the game and still no runs. Here's Maroon Toad with a nice hit. You can't hit it better than that. Just straight over Peach up the middle. And here's Daisy. She has a star power this time. She could use that ability. It's a very good ability, especially when there's no floating characters in the outfield, which, as you can see, there isn't. Alright, here's the third strike, and that's going to be swung at, but that's going to be a double play because of the terrible base running in this game. Somebody make the mod! Somebody make the mod! Janet, put that in the chat. Spam it in the chat. And here's the flower brown critter. Ready to slug this one up. Slugs it deep into the outfield. There's no way that will be a home run. But it is not reachable. That's going to be at least a double. Oh, damn, he almost caught it. They're speedy, all right. But it is nevertheless a double as Flower Critter hit that like incredibly far. But in this ballpark, it's not a home run. And of course, his teammate won't help him out. So we're almost done with 4, and there's still been no runs scored. But you have to imagine that these lady pitchers are getting tired. Baby Peach swings that to Toadette. Easy out. Toadsworth's going to have to pretend he's going to be able to hit this. Toadsworth, with the thinnest bat of all time, hits it to a younger Toad, second out. Alright, here's Ananoki trying to avoid the 1-2-3 inning to make sure that she gets tired as soon as possible. And there you go, just barely avoided the 1-2-3 inning. Can Blooper keep it going? I have to imagine he can't, but there you go. Bloopers can prove you wrong. Here's Santiago Paragoomba up again. Can he get something going? No, he cannot. So it's been 4 innings and no runs have scored. That's definitely a record. Peach still going strong, trying to prove she's better than CJ Paratroopa, but he does get the hit. And this is a Roman Koopa, if I remember correctly. And there's a double play, though. Uh-oh. And here's Gray Shy Guy, trying to avoid the seemingly 1-2-3 inning, but really not. Takes that for a strike. Peach with absolute domination so far. She hasn't let the bases get loaded. She could have if there was a... She could have now, though, if there was a hit after that first single. Baby Daisy slugs up. Should be seeing more slugs up. You just gotta get it to cause chaos in the outfield. But they're not doing that because these pitchers are too gosh darn good. And here's Red Toad trying to show that we're not going to have 5 scoreless innings right here. Certainly going to be an entertaining game, though. There's no way this game gets away with anyone. There's good pitchers lined up after these ladies get tired. And Red Toad unfortunately swings at that. That's going to be an easy catch if Toadette doesn't jump for no reason. She jumped, and then before she fell down, the bomb went off. So she probably could have caught it before that. Okay, there we go. We're getting something cooking again. We got runners on first and second, and the lethal part of the lineup is up. Don't want to choke this RBI chance. Yellow Piana will be the one to try to continue it. Wiggler up next. That's a nice slug by Yellow Piana. That's deep into the outfield. That's gonna move the Red Toad over surely. Red Toad stays put. Red Toad is stupid. You need to get to third there. Your bottom of the order has not provided at all. So what you have to do is you got to make sure you get to third, because after Wiggler, there's nobody to help you out. There's nobody to bring you home, Red Toad. Why aren't you at third right now? That's ridiculous. Wiggler does try to help him out, but that's going to be a double play to end the inning. My gosh. So a nice hit by Wiggler, but unfortunately the space running in the game sucks, and at least do double play after a nice play by Maroon Toad. Don't get it confused. So, like I said, this is a good game. Maybe like, gosh, why would they score? But come on, you gotta appreciate the anticipation of the scoring. And that's a nice shot by Toadiette, but it's gonna be foul. Oh, it's catchable though. But can the Toad hit in time? Yes, it will. It's gonna be a foul ball. Wow, what a sequence of events right there. I thought it was a home run, then it's foul. Then it's like, oh, it can be caught, and then it's can't be caught. Oh, nice play by Bloopers. That one was gonna be foul too. So a bit unnecessary, but makes up for what seemingly would have easily been an easy catch if not for the shell before. Here's Maroon Toad. Peach starting to get tired, and that's a nice attempt by Maroon Toad, but Wiggler stall. Okay, Peach, just get through this inning. Peach is throwing an absolute gem, but Daisy's also throwing an absolute gem, so she's not going to get the win. And could this be a triple for Daisy? They're having trouble to get after it right now. They don't go for the buddy toss, but Daisy stays put at second, so not necessary. And here's a critical moment right here. Peach is tired, and Flower Brown Critter ready to strike. Flower Brown Critter slugging up. Hits that into the outfield. Will that be a base hit? Yes, it will be. And there is the first run right there. And Shirley Brown Critter stays at second, and he does. What a shot. Almost hits the icicle too. And there is your first run of the game. And here is the pitching change. Toadsworth coming into pitch. I thought about making Toadsworth the starter, but that was clearly the wrong decision, since he gets tired very quickly. And I knew that. Peach is a better pitcher. And there's the third out. I maybe should have brought Toadsworth in for Brown Critter, but you got to score one run anyway, and so far they've only given up one run. And this is where having home field advantage is really going to come into play. When you have this pitcher's duel, having that bottom of the ninth, you know, all we have to do is score 2 runs and we can win this game, is the situation so far. Roman Koopa, you got to get out of that bomb. Alright, Toadsworth, you just got the final out. Can you get another hit? Oh, Maroon Toad. Put it on a show. Not replay worthy though. Trying to avenge Peach getting the loss right now for a magical gem, but right now Peach is the losing pitcher despite only giving up 1 run. This will be a very interesting inning because Toadsworth gets tired very easily, and there's a nice oh my gosh, poor Ananoki. Gotta avoid the 1-2-3 inning here. Toadsworth gets tired really quickly, and you want to get to Baby Peach as soon as possible. Keep making them throw balls though. Good start so far. That's going to be a strike. That one's going to be hit beautifully, and it's just going to get past Baby Peach as it was just hit like in a straight diagonal, but lands fair. So nice double. Gray Stry Guy going to try to score the pivotal second run. Any interference in this game could end it. Nice play by Wiggler. That should be a double play, and it is. What a throw Wiggler has. You blink and his throw is over. So the Peach Monarchs narrowly escaped having a second run score. So now they gotta get that run in. Blooper mistakenly hits the star pitch, and it's going to be caught. Daisy knows it's too enticing. Daisy's finally tired. With Red Toe not really being a top of the lineup guy, you gotta make sure this is a hit right here, Santiago. And will it be? The icicle gets in the way, but unfortunately, there's 3 outfielders. Not. Oh my God! It's bobbled! It's bobbled, and that's gonna be an error that gets him to second. Oh my gosh! And that's exactly the kind of mistake that was at the exact wrong time. Red Toad trying to make sure that mistake is not forgotten. And right now it is not forgotten because that is a base hit. Will he go for home? No, because it's just a single. But now we got the real captain matchup right here. If this isn't the most pivotal captain matchup of the season so far, I don't know what will do it for you, because this is the most pivotal at-bat of all time. But unfortunately, Peach lines it into the outfield, and it's just not deep enough for a sac fly. So Yellow Piana, I gotta slug up here, but you can't let it be caught, obviously, because that'd be the 3rd out. Okay, strike 1. The whole game could be riding on this very pitch. Yellow Piana does slug up, but unfortunately, the icicle's in the way. Oh, but he crashes it. Oh, he crashes it, and that is gonna end the inning with still no runs scored. What a shot by Yellow Piana! You freaking see the dome of the stadium, but it was still not far enough. Will anyone hit a home run in this stadium? Leave your prediction in the comments. If that's not an inside the park home run. Here's the pitch by Toadsworth to Baby Daisy. Baby Daisy lines that into the outfield. No icicle's going to get in the way this time. Toadiette's got to get something going. They don't want it there to only be 1 run on the board. Daisy's getting tired. I got to assume, though, that Daisy's being taken out next inning, and then they probably can just ride on Baby Daisy, and they're going to win with a 1-0 win. Incredible. Red Noki trying to start the double play. It's going to be tough, but they do get it, because Wiggler has the fastest throw of all time. I almost made him the catcher. That would have been a mistake. I forgot how fast he can throw. I'm not sure many other people could have turned that double play. They're still not taking out Daisy. Okay. I wish they had intense music. Oh my God! Did he just hit that out of the park? Oh, it's going to be just barely foul. But he did. He hit it out of the park. Oh my God. He slugs up again. And he does hit it far again, but that's not out of the park this time. That's way too foul. Wiggler, will he slug up one final time? No, he's just going to go for the slap hit this time, and it does work for the base hit. Just a single, though. And here is Baby Peach trying to make sure that Wiggler's hit doesn't go for naught. Daisy's tired. This is the opportunity right here. And there's a nice slap hit that will dunk in for a base hit. So we got runners on first and second again. Will Daisy be taken out of this game right here? Here's an RBI chance for Toadsworth, though. So probably not. Daisy's probably going to try to stay in for one more hitter. Although I don't think like that. They're just going to make the pitching change right now. Don't want to risk anything with her being tired. Here's Baby Daisy. Baby Daisy throwing the first pitch. Toadsworth's going to line it in. And there's a base hit for Toadsworth. Do you believe in Toadsworth? Okay, bases loaded. And here we go. The bases are loaded again with nobody out. But unfortunately, Anna Noki is up. But all she's got to do is slug up and hit it deep in the outfield. It doesn't have to be a hit. You got to slug up, though. Why aren't you slugging up? Okay. It is caught, though. But Wiggler was going back. Will this be an out at home? No. It's 1-1, finally. I don't know how Toadiette didn't catch that. Wiggler did the wrong strategy again because these runners suck, but Wiggler just fast enough to score. Will Blooper give the Peach Monarchs a lead right here? All you got to do is slug up. Slug up! Put that bat on your shoulder. Slug. Not that he has a shoulder. Slug up right now, Blooper. No, he's just going to slap it, but that is a base hit! Baby Daisy can't get anything going. 2-1. So it's official. Peach will not be the losing pitcher, as even if they lose this game, it's now not her fault. Santiago Paragumba could blow it open right here. Takes that first strike. The insurance is on the line. That's a slap that will get a run home. Why are you throwing home? You could have gotten a double play right there. Why are these AI so stupid? Oh my god. You throw to second, you throw the first, that's 2 outs, and you let the run score. You take that trade when you get 2 outs, and now the bases are loaded again with nobody out, and you got friggin' Brown Critter in because Baby Daisy is a baby and already tired. Ridiculous. Will this pal be used effectively? Yes, it will be. Oh, no, it won't. Okay. So now there's bases loaded and 1 out, and Peach is up. If I'm Peach, I'm using that star hit. They don't usually use their star hit, but you gotta use it here. But she doesn't, and that is not hit deep enough. Oh my god, another Pobble! Get the Koopas out of this league, they suck! And now it's 4-1. Are you kidding me? That was the easiest can of corn of all time. I didn't even feel like saying it because it was so obvious, but he dropped that. That was a piece of crap, and he dropped it. My gosh. Absolutely an insane inning right here. And if anyone's going to hit a home run, it's Yellow Pianta, but doesn't slug up, but it is a base hit. And there is the 5th run. So you go from no runs to... you could have got that out of first base? Okay. You go from no runs to 5 runs in 1 inning. What an insane inning. And here's Wiggler. Could deliver the final blow right here. Slug up, slug up, slug up, slug up. Here we go. Here's the slug right here. And that is hit deep into the outfield. It's not gone, but it's a nice sac fly because somebody dropped the ball early. Oh my god! What are they doing? They're rocking back and forth, and then they keep dropping it. Oh my god, this is insane. They don't even have bad catching. They just keep dropping it for no reason. What is going on? This is like 1% happening like 4 times in a row that they've had the opportunity. And here's Baby Peach putting the final nail in the coffin here. That could be a double play though, but they throw home. But oh, it is still a double play the other way. Okay. That was a good throw opportunity home. Brown Critter, man, it's not your fault though. It's Baby Daisy's. My gosh, what an inning. Daisy, read the room. Your team is about to lose when you had a magical performance up to the bottom of the 8th. Just an absolutely disastrous inning right there. And that one is just barely going to land, so she does get a rally started, but 5 runs with no runs before, it doesn't seem likely. If anyone's going to keep the last breath going, it's Brown Critter. Unfortunate that he had to be the 3rd pitcher. I'm sure there was people that would pitch slightly better, but I guess not. Nice hit by Brown Critter. So the runner's on 1st and 2nd, but still, you need another runner on base to get the tying run to the plate. Yeah. Oh wait, no, they're down by 5. So okay, here's a slug by Geo Koopa. Geo Koopa gonna go for the slap, and there we go. The bases are loaded, so if they do score a run, they'll have the tying runner to the plate. Here we go. It's getting interesting. But remember, Baby Peach still hasn't pitched, so unlike after a Baby Daisy fiasco, there's still opportunity. But Toadsworth is choking, and that's they're gonna bring in 2 runs. So the tying run is up to the plate, and already 2 have scored. So this is getting interesting. I thought it was down in the dumps, but the Koopas are making up for their terrible fielding. CJ Paratroopa, read the room. I mean, they would be celebrating. Okay, Roman Koopa up with a critical opportunity. Toadsworth is tired as hell. He's old as hell. You gotta take this opportunity right here. This is gonna be your last chance to get anything going, because I have a feeling if this isn't a hit, it's gonna be a double player. Mark my words. And look, I might be right. They're going for the double play because they know how to field. You don't throw home there. You already have the lead, and there's 2 outs because of that. So the 4th run scores, but there's already 2 outs, and now they're gonna bring in Baby Peach. So nice pitching by Toadsworth, even though he did give up 3 runs, but it gets the job done. All Baby Peach needs to do is get 1 out. Surely Baby Peach can get 1 out before she gets tired. 2 balls. Gray Shy Guy ready to hit, and he does bring the tying runner up to the plate. Now, of course, there's almost no way that they hit a home run right here, and it's literally Baby Daisy, but if you want the most cinematic thing ever, Baby Daisy could slug up, but Baby Daisy going for the start hit instead. Interesting strategy. Now she's going to slug up, but she slugs up way too early. No way she hits a home run. That's a nice hit, but Blooper is just an incredible jumper, and that will end the game. Wow, what a masterpiece of the game. If that wasn't absolute cinema, I don't know what else would be. I mean, maybe less drops from the Koopas. That was getting too predictable all of a sudden. And the MVP will be Peach, no? Oh, Peach and Wiggler, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Peach has to be one of them because she pitched, what was it? Yeah, it was 5 and like 0.1 scoreless innings. 0.1 means 1 out. What a masterpiece. Tune in next time for a little bit worse of a pitching performance as Birdo will be involved, who doesn't have the pitching capacity. See you in the next one.